Hey y'all. Really? Okay, so I'm gonna come talk to y'all today about supporting each other, hopes and dreams. So
Just keep talking. Don't worry about that.
so we're gonna start with me. So my hopes and dreams are to just be stable enough. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be stable enough to take care of all the kids I want to have.
My hopes and dreams.
Go ahead.
So, my hopes and dreams.
Is that really my hopes and dreams, or is it just what I'm trying to accomplish?
This is what you're trying to accomplish.
Oh well, my hopes and dreams. I want to be own property and like rental properties and things, and help get my business to be more. I don't know. I don't even know how to help me. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know. I want to just get my business more in order, the business that I currently have, and as well as like on land and real estate stuff like that. I kind of want to do like a wine subscription business as well, but that's like back there. Let's start with the ones up here first. So go ahead now.
Well, so my hopes and dreams would just be to basically leave like a legacy behind for my kid. Like you said, like something to leave behind, like you said, with your business and stuff like that. I don't personally necessarily have to have a business or anything, but if I can leave something behind for all the kids, just make life a little bit easier than what I had growing up and what you had growing up. Then
I had an easy life, baby.
I didn't, but it was okay. Couldn't complain. But just leave them something behind, legacy. I mean, it could be simple as something like a CD or like getting their own account so I can leave them better off and start them off better off than what I started off. So that's my hopes and dream, whether that be doing this job or doing that job or helping out my wife with her businesses and getting that going. So hope we can get that off the ground even more. And there's a little one right there. So try to make his life easier. So that's it for me. A mother's duty is never done. Hey,
You sound like you want a job interview.
Just for the occasion.
So, supporting each other's hopes and dreams is really what we wanted to talk about. So, do you feel like you support my hopes and dreams?
I feel like I support them when you let me in. You don't tell me all the things that you got. I know your hopes and dreams. As far as your business, you do ask me my opinion on stuff. I give you the opinion. I tell you that's a bad idea. That's a good idea. And I just kind of go with the flow. I don't try to go in because it's your dream, is your thing that you got going. So I don't want to come in and like try to take over because it becomes more my idea instead of your vision. So I support you by sitting back, and if you need help, I help. That's my role.
Do you feel like I support you?
So why don't really
Have nothing to support right now.
You're right, like just a job.
Do I feel like he support my hopes and dreams? I feel like he want to. But I feel like it's conditional.
Explain.
Because I feel like sometimes you feel like I be doing too much too fast. Like, sometimes I could read his facial expressions very well.
She can't. She can't.
He don't know
I
that
have the same
he don't know that he be doing it.
I know that I've been doing it since I was 2.
But anyway, so I can read his facial expressions very well, and he can't hide them. And when I say stuff, he be like, I can't do it, but he do that face, and I just know that he don't agree with it. But he feel like, oh well, she gonna do it anyway, kind of. So he just go along with it.
You are gonna do whatever you want to do. That's a fact. So, on the note of what you just said, so what I try to do, if you ask me, so what I had to learn, I'm going to start off by saying that. So what I had to learn, because you did come with a bunch of stuff, like, yeah, you trying to do too much, too fast, or you uphill, but then I had to learn that, like, well, if you don't shoot for the stars, then, like, you really have no goal. Like, you're going to fall short every time. Like, so you're not wrong. I had to learn that, like, okay, well, that's what she's supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm planning on being up here, so I can't interrupt that between you and, like, yeah, you should shoot for her. Like, no, I should be there. So I had to learn to tell you, yeah, go for this, go for this, go for this. And if you need my input or help along the way, then that's what I try to do nowadays. But I had to learn that. I had to.
And I'm not good at accepting help. Like, I want things to be a specific way. So if you help me, I need you to help me this specific way. Like when he tried to draw.
No, God.
For me.
I drew 8 pictures. 8 doggone pictures. She didn't like not one of them.
No, it was the same thing. I was telling you what to fix in it, but she wasn't fixing it right. So.
To your liking. I think I was fixing them awesome.
I wish I still had it. But she just had a strong chin. She looked like a man.
She like Tiana Taylor.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay. We can't do that.
No, because I love Tiana.
Oh, God.
And she did not look like Tiana Taylor. She looked like Holiday. Off Holiday.
Ben Raines? Now that's an insult. That's an insult to
I'm
my
just
drawing.
Playing, I'm just playing. So, yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, not accepting help, yeah. So that's one thing when someone tries to be supportive and you have to learn how to accept help. And you have to learn that I had to learn, not you, but I had to learn that people can only support you in the way that they can, like not the way that you want them to. Because when I first started saying I was gonna start my business, you remember I was like, you want to invest? And everybody was like, no. And now that it's like up and going, I talk to people about it and they was like, oh, I would have.
Well, that's how it normally happens. A lot of people who have successful businesses, like, you're not gonna start off like with everybody believing in you. You might have one or two or a few in your corner, but the rest aren't gonna be against until it starts to roll and get bigger than it shoulda, coulda, woulda type of thing.
Right, but so I think now I just expect for people to give me supportive talk. Like if you just say, "Oh yeah, that sounds good," or something, not to say that exactly, but I don't expect them to do anything. I just expect them to just say encouraging words. Right. And that's enough for me at this point. Like, I don't even like help like that. So, like, and I don't like to owe people. I don't like for people to throw that stuff in my face. So,
right.
So that's one thing that I had to learn too. And I had to learn that, sometimes you need somebody to tell you you're doing too much. Because me, when I started spending, I'm just going to buy whatever I feel like I need to buy. So sometimes you just need people to say something. And he don't even really say nothing. He just look like, you got a package.
I give her you're doing too much. You're buying too much.
You got a package.
Because if I go and buy it, spend money on whatever I want to spend money on, she got a mouth
the difference
stretched from here to
when
the
I spend money
Grand
on stuff, I spend money on, my mindset is that this is gonna make us money in the future. Your mindset is I want this.
Exactly.
That's not the same.
Exactly.
I be like, oh, I can use this for this and this for that.
Let's take for example video games.
For this.
So I would spend money on a video game. And I used to, like, she can use that, but I could argue that it's like 8-year-old kids making $3 million off Fortnite.
But you're not doing it.
But DJ doing it. So I'm trying to coach him up and like make him better so he can get these millions. So then you don't have to worry about getting it off the ground. Just take his money and just do everything you want to.
I wouldn't. But
I would.
DJ not that good at Fortnite either, so that's still not a good argument for the video games. We got 3 video consoles in the house. So,
yeah.
Again, he just wanted it.
Yep, I do.
So that's the difference in my mind. is that with my spending and his. Sometimes, but yeah. Anything else? Hopes, dreams, fears, support. Not fears. Hopes and dreams and supporting hopes and dreams.
It's kind of a bigger thing like with us. Like I said, like a lot of it is trial. I like to say trial and error because to your point, like you said, like you have to. There's a lot of stuff that you have to learn. Like so, like you said, you have to learn. Like people are gonna help you in a way that they're best geared or suited to help you. It may not be exactly how you want it. Like, and also like I was stating that I had to learn how to give support or whatever. Like you know, and not necessarily like step on anybody's dreams or crush anybody's dream or try to tell anybody you can't do anything because it's people in the world. You know, you got all the tools and weapons at your discretion that you can be anything in this world that you want to be. Like, so I had to learn how to support you. Like, I will, like Same. She was stating earlier, like, you need somebody, and I will tell her, like, okay, well, yeah, don't do this. But I just give my opinion because I'm one, and when I give my opinion, I try to give it to you as a consumer, not necessarily as your husband because, oh, yeah, just do this. I'm trying to think, like, consumer-wise. Like, okay, well, how would this look? How would that look? Now, it's kind of harder because a lot of your stuff is, like, women stuff.
All of it.
So, well, yeah, all of it. It's women stuff. So, but I try to think, like, okay, what would a woman buy? Like, okay, well, what's in today's generation or today's world? Like I told you in the beginning, you got to select, like, what genre or what group of people you want to attract in the beginning.
And I don't feel like that. I want everybody to shop.
Yeah, I'm not saying like be biased or anything. I'm just saying like if you look at it, I think personally, in my opinion, that every business has they're geared to a specific.
It's called a niche.
That's what it's called.
Mm.
Every business has a niche. So, and as they're geared to it. So if you want to be a black culture, or white culture, or Asian culture, whatever culture they geared it to, that's what they build off of. And of course, the other people venture in, you know, so you're getting it. You know, a little bit of piece of the pie from everywhere, but their main go-to, they have a specific niche. So,
I think that I am still learning how to be supportive to people without taking over. And you know what's so crazy about that? It's like I support out of fear, but I live out of faith. Does that make sense? Like, if you wanted to do something, let's say you wanted to quit your job today and start a business, I'd be like, you don't really need to do that. You know what I'm saying? But if I wanted to do that, I would be like, I could quit my job today and be all right and make, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like live out of faith that it's going to be okay, but I support out of fear. Like, I don't know about that, but if it was me, I would be like, oh, I could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That could be being selfish. Like, so,
that's not selfish. Just like
if you say, okay, I support other people, like, yeah, you might want to think about that. But me, it can be like, okay, well, yeah.
I don't think it's selfish. I think that, okay, I don't want you to feel, or I don't want you to be. It's not from my mindset. So let's not use you. Let's use somebody else. It's not from my mindset. It's kind of like a. It's kind of like
about it type of deal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm trying to not let you do it because I'm doing something, because that's not it, because we could be doing two different things. It's just like, or the same thing. I mean, oh well. But it's just like, I don't know, like, I don't want you to feel. I'm scared that you're going to feel
right.
or not, or it's not going to work out for you. But I'm not scared that I'm going to feel
right.
Confidence in myself, but not, I don't know. I guess because I can control myself, but I can't control you. I can't control how much you put into it, how much time you spend on it, how dedicated you will be, but I can control how I am. So I guess that's kind of like the thing for me, you know?
That makes sense. Okay. It makes sense, like me kind of break it. I get what you're saying.
Time is on, trying to be selfish. You selfish. But
everybody's selfish to some degree. I try not to be selfish. What?
It's a mirror, so.
No, it's not a mirror.
So that's all I gotta say. What you gotta say? That's it for you.
Okay,
support hopes and dreams. Always just go for your hopes and dreams. Hell, it'll be okay. Right. I mean, don't quit your job. Just do it while doing it.
Thank
both.
Pray on it.
Do both. Do both until you get to a place where your hopes and dreams are providing the income for you to quit your job and then quit it. You know, that's what I'm doing right now.
I say pray about it and go, because success stories of people like leaving a job and they way better off than
See,
what
this
they
is
would've been.
fear, but y'all coming through my face.
That's a
Pray about it.
That's a prayer
yes,
thing.
definitely pray about it. But
if God speak to you and say move, then I
Move.
learned through my family and life lesson that like sometimes you move, sometimes when he say move, you gotta move, and sometimes that's a
true.
little unorthodox. So you
little
might,
scary.
and it builds faith, it can be a testimony, because you might go 3-4 months without a job, but then it might take you a year before you end up hitting it big, and now you're a billionaire. But that whole year you was broke, you
struggling.
was struggling, homeless maybe. Like it's all types of success stories. So that's a prayer thing to me. If you,
Which make it easy if you have support. If you got somebody there to help you out. I'm pretty sure that's Zechariah.
positive too. The knock was too light.
It sounded like they just tried to come in. But anywho, that's it.
That's it for hopes and dreams.
Support.
And hopes and dreams. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Find some real friends. Let me say that.
Oh yeah.
You need some real friends or some real family members that's going to tell you the truth. They're going to tell you if it's good or if it's bad, if you need to stop, if you're doing too much, if you ain't doing enough. Like, you know how people feel like they doing a lot in something and then they don't be doing shit? I mean, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, I've been doing this every day. But you be like, that's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they feel like, oh, I should have more than this because I'm doing this. But you be like, that's not enough.
Right.
So have you some real friends to tell you that, not scared to tell you that, and then have someone that's gonna be like, girl, you're doing a great job, because you need that too.
Right.
A boy or a child. Oh man.
I always need motivation.
You need both of those type of people in your life. And if one person can be both of those things, that's great as well, but you just need those type of people.
Right.
To be like, you ain't doing enough, but the stuff that you're doing is good. But do a little bit more. Do that good some more.
Yeah, I agree. You do need real people in your corner. You
Right.
need people just hyping you up and you putting out garbage and they telling
Exactly.
you it's the best thing since sliced bread or something like that. Like, so you do need
Or the
people
people
in
that's
check with
always
reality.
down. Just be like, oh, I don't know about that.
Right.
That ain't good.
Right.
You need somebody to support you in a positive way too.
Right.
Okay, that's all I gotta say for real. Okay, you.
That's it.
Because every time I say that, I say something else. Okay, guys. Well, bye. Stop doing it. It's not working.